Hello and welcome to Darkspell, a Rules Light D&D live play podcast brought to you by the Trinity Force Network. Join me, Dungeon Master Machinorum, as I take our adventurers through a homebrew D&D campaign every Friday. Follow the show on iTunes or the Trinity Force Network YouTube channel. Just search Darkspell Podcast to find us. If you love the show, follow us on Twitter at DarkspellPod, that's P-O-D, and leave us a review on iTunes. Both really help our show gain new listeners and grow. Sure.
Can I have one?
You can trade for one.
Yeah, I'd love to.
All right, what do you got?
He trades the gem back.
Well, how much do you value this gem?
So Kolgrim and Maylog, you guys see Bingle and the captain of this goblin's having like what appears to be a very pleasant conversation. Then you see the captain lift up Tukers and is sort of just rubbing him on his face. So now the goblin's covered in blood. Tukers is covered in blood. You can see a line of goblins lining up with like parchment outside. And that's sort of the scene that's left before.
I'm just gonna walk over.
I have a rusty key in my backpack.
Yep.
I'm going to pull out the rusty key and go like, this key is a key to a magnificent treasure.
Where?
In this very sticks.
Where in the sticks?
I buried it 2.5 kilometers. I'm sorry, I use metric. 2.5 miles north, 1.5 miles east. To the tree with the moss on the north side, dig.
How many bones is that? Like roughly a goblin-sized bone. That's how we measure our distances.
How many bones? Oh, let me think. Let me carry the 5. It's about 1,014 bones to the north.
Roll a deception check.
That's a 15.
Yeah.
I will trade you this key. I can even draw a map for you.
That's great. No, I'll take the key. And he grabs the key from you and snaps his fingers, and you see this little kid goblin really excited to meet you. And he's sort of like holding up this little like parchment paper, like he wants a signature. But the captain goblin grabs him, tosses the paper out of his hand, takes his vest off, just sort of shoves him aside and goes, "Here you go, fair trade."
I pick up the parchment and I sign it and I hand it back to the kid. I go to hand it to the kid.
Yeah, he takes
it. And then I pull it away at the last second. I go, "Too slow for the champion." And then I toss it into the arena.
Everyone.
Oh my god.
Everyone's pumped. Everyone's thrilled by this development.
This is how supervillains are made, you idiot.
I then slip the beautiful little leather vest on Tukers.
All right.
Slip his little arms through it, zip it up.
It may need like a little bit of adjusting, but it fits okay.
It's bunching up a little bit at the back, but that's
excellent. Yeah. And then I start signing autographs.
All right, so you guys walk out of the camp. You don't have anything to write with, so...
That's not true. I have paint.
Okay, you're going to use the paint?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I missed opportunity to use the blood that Tukers had on him, but... okay, so you're signing autographs. Kolgrim and Maylog, what are you guys doing? Because you're...
I just go over to fucking Bingle, I grab the gem, and I start walking out of this place.
I could give 2 shits about the gem. I got my adoring fans. I got my adoring fans to look after.
So they're gonna let you do that. So you're outside. You two boys with Lucas are outside of the camp now. And you get the impression as you're walking through the camp, because things are starting to get back to normal for them. You can see goblins going back to work. You can see some goblins like picking up the bodies of the ones you guys killed. And as you're walking out, you can see Kolgrim one of the guys, it was actually the guy you threw over the fence. You can see people like pulling the stuff, like the remains, out of that little fenced in area, and you can see one of the goblins look up at you with these sort of like big eyes, and he points to the corpse and then points to you, like, says you.
I just nod at him.
He just gives you 2 big thumbs up. He's just like, you don't speak goblin, but he's just like, nice.
Wait, what's he pointing at? Sorry.
It's the corpse or the body of the goblin that Colgrim threw over the cage.
Oh, tight.
He appreciates that method. Yeah, and so Bingle, you're alone inside the goblin camp.
Quick.
How long are you gonna stay there signing autographs?
Well, does first things first. Does Tukers get any armor from that leather?
We'll figure that out after the fact.
Okay. I'll stay for a good 10-15 minutes.
All right. So 10 to 15 minutes goes by. Colgrim and Maylog, you guys are sort of just waiting outside, and you can see like a group of goblins sort of like following Bingle out, like cheering and doing whatever. But you guys go outside. I imagine I'm
just covered in like beads, decked out in like tooth necklaces.
No, they're not going to give you anything. Like they're just excited to see you. But yeah, you're outside and you're done with the goblin fort.
Rose, give me my voice back, please.
You hear nothing.
Okay. Well, I guess my people need me, and I turn on my heels.
I grab Bingle if he starts walking back.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna drag you out of the fort.
Well, I can't. I have no way of fucking communicating with you guys, so figure it out. Wait, hold on. No, I motion for the gem. Give me the gem.
I hand the gem over.
I just sort of hold it up and I start whistling.
Nothing.
I just start walking into the forest, man.
All right, you guys just pick a direction. It is kind of getting late at night.
I mean, the way I'm looking at it is Bingle is pretty confident she's just going to pick him up. He now knows this woman has the ability to just teleport anybody anywhere. I'm just going to walk into the woods.
Yeah, sure enough, as soon as you guys are kind of far out enough into the woods, all of a sudden you're in on the top of a tree, very similar to the one that you guys were at before.
Is Rose there?
And you see Rose, and she's like, hey, you guys did it.
I've brought this for you. And I'm blushing a little bit. I got you this.
Great. This is awesome. It's exactly what I need.
I killed a big troll for you.
Really cool. Oh, yeah, hold on just 1 second. And she's just going to reach her hand right down your gullet there a little bit, kind of fiddle with some bits and come out. And, hey, you speak,
Bingle just vomits. Oh, God, he just vomits.
You can speak common again. So Rose says, okay, so let's get down to business. You guys are looking for Denon. She's kind of bobbing back and forth.
Oh, God, it's good to have I've been told I've gotten a lot of compliments about my voice. It's good to have you back.
Yeah, it's great.
Yes, we're looking for Denon.
You're great, right. Rose.
And he crossed the river. She's kind of like still bobbing back and forth. So we got to cross the river.
All right. How do we do that?
You could just teleport us, right?
A little too far. I can get you to the one side of the river. But to get across, we're going to need to use a little bit of magic. And she kind of like, when she says magic, she sort of like flips her hands up. Very sort of street magician style. And like instead of cards, it's leaves that sort of fan out. She's like, okay, so...
And I just turn to the guys, I go, isn't she awesome?
This red crystal is an idol that I needed to get you boys inside of the temple here in the forest. At the center of the temple, there are some magic items that will help us get across the river. It's pretty rough. We're going to need these things. It'll be great. We'll leave tomorrow morning.
Wonderful.
Hell yeah. So she prepares like a nice little meal for you guys, and you're allowed to bandage your wounds and sort of tend to you, both mentally and physically.
Well, exactly, because of the mentally thing, Bingle, he's gonna remember the revelation that came across him in terms of being a gnome, and he's gonna get very quiet, very quiet and reserved for the night. He's not. He's conflicted.
All right. Anyone gonna do anything before they go to sleep, or just turn in for the night?
Ooh, I don't really have much.
Do I get my hit points back if I sleep?
Yeah, you guys are informed that you'll be able to get a perfectly good night's sleep. Not to worry about, setting any watch or anything. She's got you. Rose has got you.
All right. Then I'm going to sleep. It doesn't matter. She could get me anyway.
All right. So you guys awake the next morning, and Rose leads you out deeper into the sticks. At first, she sort of teleports you to a different place that you don't entirely recognize. But it's not soon before you see the temple at which she was referring. You can tell that you're on the northern side of the islands because you can start to see towering above you the Black Hills, which you remember from the map of the island. And far off into the distance, you can see Magus Mountain. And carved into the base of this mountain, you see this old, weathered temple. It's covered in green moss and has a set of stairs ascending into sort of this darker passageway leading deeper into the cave. There's this gorgeous waterfall off to the left that's sort of feeding what you can tell maybe is the beginning of the Stem River, which you will be crossing soon, hopefully. And you're in front of this temple, and Rose says, so what I need you boys to do, I know I've been asking a lot, but...
Yes, you have.
I can't do certain things in the woods. Like, it's not cool for me to, just kind of get everything done because, I'm supposed to protect the place. You guys got to be worth it and all that. But sure, just go down in there. I got some friends in there. They'll be cool. They'll help you out. Maybe a trial or two. And, I'll be good. Just, here, you're going to need this. And she tosses you the redstone.
Bingle nabs it.
What do you mean by friends?
They're like other forest spirits like me.
I thought you said you were. I thought you said you were a gnome. What do you mean spirit?
Yeah, well, like a gnome spirit connected.
Am I a spirit? Is that? I mean, are we just throwing these things out now or what?
Do you feel like a spirit, Bingle?
That was so good. Oh.
Just curiosity, really quick. Can you teleport? She teleports behind you.
Bingle's just like he's
nothing personal.
Bingle's just adjusting his underwear.
Well, all right. I don't think you're a spirit.
You make me feel like one, baby.
Oh, that's so sweet. So go on.
Right into the hole we go.
And away you go. So you start walking up this old set of stairs.
We don't fall. Got it. Okay.
No. And you approach what is sort of this very large entryway. It's incredibly dark inside this temple. And you can see sort of the set of stairs that begins to descend deep into the mountains. Who's going to take point? And for you humies, what are you guys going to do for vision? Because it is quite dark.
Shit. I'll take point, and can I light a torch or something?
Yeah, sure.
Cool.
Is the stone glowing or anything?
Nope. It's just covered in moss, old, weathered.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll just keep on keeping on.
Cool. So as you guys descend, you're going for about 50 feet before you start to see more than just stairs down and walls. You open up into this sort of... You enter into this corridor at the base of the staircase as you've descended fully down. There's a doorway in front of you that opens up into a larger room. But you can see there are like engravings on the walls and like lots of like beautiful like flowers and just these like just this pristine natural sort of cave entrance as you go in. Untold beauties.
Can I do this is going to be new for us. Do I sense any magic?
Roll me a
9 on Arcana.
Arcana. A 9. You can detect a magical presence, but you cannot specify from where, but you get the general feeling that it's like in front of you and not behind you.
Okay.
So you have an entryway in front of you, and then the stairs to the back.
I mean, I think we should go just into it, right? I mean, I don't see... She said she had friends, right? She said we were going to meet her friends?
Yep.
Let's go.
Yeah,
dude.
let's go. I have no reason to not trust Rose, I guess.
All right. So
Except
you
for
enter...
Wait. Except for the fact that she kidnapped me, hypnotized me. Wait. Maybe we should think this over a second. Do you guys want to go in this room?
I mean, I don't really feel like we have a choice.
All right.
This is the only lead we've had on Denon the entire time.
After you.
So you guys enter into this room, and as soon as you cross through the threshold, there are a series of natural torches that light around the room, giving the room sort of this full feeling. And the splendor at which you see is striking. You're in this underground cave, deep underground. You could venture to guess a couple hundred feet just by the distance you traveled getting there. However, the room, once illuminated, is beautiful. There are flowers all over, sort of winding through these vines that sort of cover the walls and wrap around every nook and cranny of the natural rock formation that makes up the walls of this room. It's a bit of a circular room in nature, but it's imperfect. In the center, you see a statue of an owl. And yeah, that's the room. Flowers, beautiful vines, and
Are there any sockets
plant life
on the owl?
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
An 8.
Okay, so you come up towards the owl, and you can see that the eyes appear to be holes.
Oh! Well, I happen to have one eye. Should we look around the room for the other? Maybe.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, let's look around the room.
Does that does it fit?
Give it a
there?
go.
It does, and as you insert the gem into the eye socket of that statue, it immediately illuminates, and it's casting a red glow out into the room. It's facing the entranceway that you came in through, and is casting a red glow towards the entranceway.
Are there any other exits in this room?
Not that you can see.
Well, I think I want to start searching the room.
Okay. Give me an investigation check. Why doesn't everybody do it as you spread out?
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm gonna do it too, so
Right.
might as well.
I got a 9.
I got a 14.
14 as well.
Okay. None of you managed to find another stone. What's your passive perception, Colgrim and Maylog?
14.
Mine,
Oh, wow.
13.
Okay, so you're right there. What you do tend to notice, though, is that these plants all seem to have a similar theme. The colors seem to coordinate around the room. Like, all the colors there's like a bunch of green, and there's a bunch of blue. There's some like yellow over in the corner, and they're all grouped together.
It's another puzzle, guys.
There is red on the west side of the room.
And is that where the entrance was? Was the west side?
Nope, entrance was on the south.
I'm going to go take a look at the red.
Okay, so you go over and look at the red flowers. There are these lovely blooms of roses and other red-petaled flowers that are all over this wall, tangled in with vines and sort of creaking out of the rocks. Quite verdant.
Can I pick one of the flowers?
Sure. You pick it.
Roll a dexterity check. I'd like to go and check out the yellow ones.
Okay. Similarly, you see yellow flowers and blooms that are built up. This one happens to be in the northwest corner of the room, and it just comprised of yellow flowers.
Okay. Can I investigate the other socket on the owl
Sure.
and see if I notice anything? I don't know what I'm looking for. Anything?
So you do notice that the red socket definitely fit directly into that spot and fits quite naturally. And the other slot is open, and just it looks like you could pop that red one into either slot and it would fit just as well.
I'll just try popping it into the other slot and see if anything different happens.
As soon as you take the socket out, the light sort of dies from within the statue, but plopping it into the other eye, immediately the light comes back on just as strong as before.
Same direction and everything?
Where does it aim
Yep.
now? Yeah, where's it
Yeah,
aiming?
same direction.
Okay.
Yeah, go for it.
So what side of the room? What side of the room is the owl on again?
The owl is
North side?
in the dead center.
It's in the center of the
Yep,
room.
and it's facing to the south, so the light that it casts is on the entranceway.
Would you be able to paint the picture as to what direction the colors of... Because I'm assuming it's like a circle around the owl statue of flowers, right? And would you be... So the red ones are to the... Oh, okay. Cool. Would you be able to tell us? So red's west, yellow is northwest. Would you be able to tell us what's north?
Yeah, so you guys kind of take some time and look around to see the rest of the room. You notice that on the north, there aren't as many blooms, but it's more just this kind of like green vines and really like leafy plants. To the northeast, you see some like really beautiful and kind of rare, I think, for the places you guys have been, teal flowers, which, you know, excite your senses. It's really something you've probably never ever seen before. And then to the proper east, there is blue flowers, lovely shades of blue.
Okay.
Okay, I want to investigate because we have a red jewel, and red's on the west. I want to investigate and look at the blue plants on the east and see if I can find anything.
Okay.
7.
You get right into those plants, and there are flowers.
Nice. I like that.
Similarly described.
Can I walk through the red light?
Sure. You do break the light, like it works like as if it were torchlight, but directed in one, facing south.
Can we turn the owl?
You can attempt to turn the owl.
Oh, there we go. Now we're talking.
I would like to attempt to turn the owl.
Okay. You do so, and actually, as soon as you put your hands on it and begin to shift its weight around, you see that it does move freely.
Attaboy.
All right, I'm gonna aim it at the red plants.
Wait, when you
and
say
see if
move freely, it
moves.
moves freely on X and Y axis, or it just rotates?
It
Get out of here,
rotates.
you son of a bitch.
It rotates. It rotates around. You can push it to its left, its right, and rotate it 360 degrees around the room.
All right, I'm gonna aim it first at the red plants and see if anything happens.
Okay, so as you cast the light of the statue onto the red plants, you immediately see the vines and plants begin to grow a little bit more verdant and then begin to recede away, revealing a passageway to a room deeper within the cave.
Oh, that was easy.
You're welcome.
Should we try putting it on any of the other flowers just to see if another room opens, or?
Hey, is Lucas with us?
No.
Oh, that's a good question.
Oh shit!
We
lost
I just
him?
realized I don't know what the fuck happened to Lucas.
Oh no!
We're going to retcon a little bit and say that Rose said she'd take care of Lucas. She'd get him.
God.
She'd get him.
Lucas.
She'd get
He
him
did
out.
Nothing.
She'd get him out. Like, she'd take care of him. Like, he had time to rest up and heal, just like you
Bingo
guys
feels
did.
a pang of jealousy at this retcon.
She's gonna send him on his way. He's gonna go back and let the people of Morin Harbor know that you guys are okay and of what you've done. Your dark deeds.
I want to rotate it on the
Okay,
green, on the
so-
yellow, just to see if anything happens.
Okay. As you move it away from the red, you can see the flowers and vines begin to take root again and seals off the entranceway. And it does nothing to the yellow.
Okay, back to the red then. Let's go in that room.
All right, that opens up.
Wait. I want to test it for every.
No,
You do,
don't.
and nothing happens.
All right, good. That's what I need to know.
So you go through the new entryway opened up, and you see sort of a similar corridor to what you saw before, but rather than a set of stairs leading in a direction at the end, you see a treasure chest entirely covered in cobwebs.
I'm
I
not
pull out
touching
my
that.
axe.
Nope.
I pull out my
Not
fist.
it.
And that's the only thing in the room.
You
Is
can
that
give me a perception check to see what else you perceive.
10. I'm real dumb.
You notice that it's again a very similar composition to what you saw before, but there are cobwebs everywhere.
Tight. I once again take the
okay.
time to yell, "Not it!" Open the
What do you-
chest, Maylog. We're all looking at
what do you
you.
do?
Wait, what do you mean by composition? I'm confused. Like the plants? There's plants there too?
Yeah, there's like red plants and stuff, but it's a similar size and dimension corridor as when you entered into the room. But
okay.
it is there's just the treasure chest, some cobwebs, some flowers.
Okay, I shove Maylog towards the spidery chest. Open the chest, please.
Okay. I'm gonna not touch the chest, but kind of look around for any sort of traps or anything, like specifically looking for traps on the chest.
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Okay, and I'm also gonna look above me to make sure there's not just a giant spider waiting to fall
That's
on my
actually a
head.
good point.
So my investigation is 8 because I'm dumb as
Don't
a
wanna get
rock.
She-Hulk.
Okay. You see lots and lots of spider webs. Like
Nice,
a
I'm really
lot
good
of
at this.
spider webs.
Are there so many spider webs that they're blocking our access to the chest, or is it just like it's a
You
cobwebby chest?
you do think you would need to kind of shimmy some of these things across the way.
I shoot my fucking flare gun at him.
Yeah, well, hold on. I'm still here. Can we wait till I'm out of the way?
You better be quick. It's in the air.
I'm gonna come back. Wait, what are you shooting? Just
My
regular
flare
arrow,
gun
or
at the rebs to burn them out of the way.
why would you? Oh my god! All right, I sprint back to the party.
You shoot your flare gun?
Yeah, just clear the webs.
Give roll
The
damage.
Lord of the Rings game taught me this.
Roll an attack.
That's a crit
I'm gonna
fail.
ask to use the torch.
So you shoot.
Wait,
You go to shoot it?
I have natural explorer on the first turn.
You're in
Yeah.
a cave, dude. You're out of your element.
No, I get natural explorer. It's everywhere while traveling.
I don't know if
true.
this counts for that because you're not in initiative order.
Yeah, it's not like you're attacking any person.
Yeah, I think
All right,
you just
well, it's a crit miss.
so it explodes in your hand and it's slightly damaged. You're not sure what that means yet.
Oh, no.
God damn it, Maylog. Look what you did.
Hey, Colgrim, can I have the torch?
How much damage do I take?
I hand the torch over.
You don't
And I walk the torch
hold on.
over
You don't take
to
any
the
damage,
stupid-
but does a 18 hit your armor class?
Oh, let me think. Yep.
You are covered in webs as you hear a squishy squirt, and then
course.
boom, covered in webs.
Fuck.
Nice. We're being
Maylog, how did
me
you not
by a
notice the
spider.
giant spider?
Roll me some initiative, please.
I am
How
dumb.
did you not notice
Roll
the
me
spider?
some initiative, please.
24 crit.
That's a crit miss again
That's a 15.
for Bingle
You've
Boy.
All right.
been so luckily unlucky this game, Bingle.
Maylog, you're
Well,
up.
I got a lot of crits in the last fight.
Yeah, you're really paying for
Tuker's
that
only
now.
got a 3. Well, that's how this fight's gonna go, lad.
Okay. Maylog, you're up. You heard the squish. You see Bingle's covered in cobwebs. You're in the room. What do you do?
And he's
Can I
just
determine the
tripped on
direction
floor.
from which it came from?
You can't see it, but you know that you were in between him and them, and like you were in front, and it didn't come from there.
Oh, okay. So it came from closer to them, closer to the door than it came from to the treasure chest.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I never actually got the torch at that point then. So you still have it, Colgrim.
Let's just say it's in your hand, but unlit.
Okay. Oh, it's unlit. Oh.
Oh, you took. Hold on.
Fucks.
You took Colgrim's torch.
Yeah, I gave him mine.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah,
But
you
that
have
didn't
it-
actually happen.
Yeah. Well,
Because we were supposed to do that, and then you were still
Well,
calculating.
no, it would have
exactly
happened because
how
at the same
Bingle
time that he
fucked up.
passed it off to you, I
yeah.
would have been
I'll
shot
say.
with
I'll
the
say it
spider
happened.
jizz.
I'll say like you guys.
Okay.
You guys were going to do that as Bingle made his move.
Okay, so I'm assuming the. Can I throw the torch back to Colgrim?
Sure.
I'm not really that far away, so. I'm gonna hand the torch just back to you, Colgrim. Oh wait, why should I do that?
That's a very good question.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
need to do
just
that. I was
wondering why
gonna,
you're
'cause
playing
I was-
toss over here.
I can't
There's a giant
see.
spider.
I can't see like where we are in relation to anything because we don't have like a map. So I'm like not sure where everything
You're
is.
in a
Well, you
square
see,
room.
we're playing this game, right? It's called Dungeons and Dragons, and it's
Use
actually
your
a game
mind.
of the mind. You use
So
your
you're
brain.
in. I'll give you a basic layout of the room once more. You're in this sort of long and thin room. We'll say it's about 25 feet across and about 75 feet long. You guys were sort of cautiously entering into this room from the northern side. From the eastern side, heading towards the western side, when about halfway there, Bingle attempted to shoot a pistol. It exploded in his hand. You were a little bit further towards the west, but then came back to the middle. So you are now in the middle with Bingle, who's covered in webs, Colgrim, who's fine, and a mystery something somewhere.
And a Tukers that I imagine is a little panicked.
Yeah, Tukers isn't pumped.
Okay, I drew them, so I understand what's going on.
All right.
Okay. Fuck. I don't know where it's coming from. I'm gonna lift the torch up and see if I can find the source of the mysterious ticking noise.
All right, run me a perception check.
Actually, are there?
Don't wanna get me out
are
of
there
the-
a bunch of spider webs
Don't want
near
to get
me?
me
Yeah.
out of the spider webs, huh?
Can I like lift up the torch and start lighting the webs on
Sure.
fire? All right, I'm gonna do that.
All right, so you light the webs on fire. You gonna move it all?
I'm gonna start moving towards the entrance.
Okay.
So I'm gonna light the webs on fire. Hopefully that illuminates the room. I'm gonna move a little bit towards the entrance with my eye on the ceiling.
Okay, no problem. All right, Colgrim, it's your turn.
Okay. So we don't see a spider. We don't see anything.
You haven't seen anything yet, no.
All right.
Baby.
Can I go to the section of the room that we're not standing in and scope it out? Tentatively.
Yeah, you just kind of want to walk maybe closer towards the chest.
Yes.
Okay, you're out there. Where are you looking? What are you looking for?
I'm looking for like any movement. I'm looking for anything that looks like it is living but not us.
Okay, roll me a perception check.
Okay. Where are you at perception? This is a 21.
You see a large spider
Oh, finally.
up at the top of this room.
It's only a matter
it's
of
a-
time until the spiders came.
It's about
Is it like in the middle?
yeah, it's in the dead center of the room. It's about 30 feet up.
Can I...
These are big rooms.
Was that my action to look around for that?
I hate the idea that like you look up and that's I guess 6 seconds
thing.
of time.
Okay, can I pull out a javelin and toss
Yeah,
it?
sure.
All right, I'm going to chuck for 13.
You should light it
That's
on
a hit.
fire.
That's a hit?
Yeah.
All right, well, happy days.
It's a big spider.
6 damage.
All right. And that'll be your turn. It is that thing's turn now. You hear this screech come out as soon as the javelin, you just sort of toss it up towards the general direction of where you believe this big spider to be, because you could kind of see the movement. You figured out what's going on. So you toss something up there and it sticks in. You hear that satisfying crunch of something organic up there. And what you see is 2 little spiders come skittering down the wall. One heads towards you, Colgrim, but the other heads towards the part of the webs that are on fire and immediately skitters away into the darkness. Let's see. The little guy is going to come right up to you, Colgrim. And he's going to try to attack you.
Great.
Does a 16 hit your armor class?
Nope.
All right. So this little guy sort of like skitters right up to you and tries to take like a little baby bite and misses. However, you hear that same squishy squirt sound as a gob of webbing hits right towards your feet but doesn't quite make contact with you.
Okay.
It's now Tuker's turn.
Yeah, Tukers is immediately going to try and get me out of that web. I assume that
right.
webbing is stopping me from moving, right?
Yeah, you can't move at all.
Yeah, Tukers is going to try and get me out of that web.
All right. No problem. Big old claws scratches you right out.
Cool, excellent.
All right, it's your turn.
And he looks so cute doing it in his little vest.
He was really worried.
I'm going to... okay, so... I'm sorry. 2 little spiders. One scurried away. One is
You can't.
next to
Yeah, the other one scurried away into the darkness.
Yeah.
One's by Colgrim's feet, and now judging by the javelin that Colgrim threw,
Yeah.
you know there's one on the ceiling.
And it's... Okay, and we're assuming it's the same size as the little ones, or are we going to think it's a
You
big
have no
mama?
idea.
Right. Oh, I wish I had my flare gun. I really do.
Yeah, we all do.
Okay, I'm going to shoot at the ceiling. The one at the ceiling. I'm not
Yeah,
shooting
I
randomly.
mean you
Just-
can see
oh,
you
okay,
can
okay,
see
yeah.
something's up there. You know what you're shooting at.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot at that with my longbow. Oh wait, no, I have my spell slots.
Yes, you do.
You do.
Can I see it well enough to put a hunter's mark on it so we can all see it?
Yeah, sure.
Fuck yeah! I cast
Nice.
hunter's mark.
All right. There's a big spider up there.
So until the spell ends, you deal an extra 1d6 damage whenever you hit it with a weapon attack.
Whenever you hit
Yeah,
it?
just
or
me,
whenever
unfortunately.
It's just him.
Okay. I was curious.
Okay, but that's cool. I assume you guys can see it now.
Yep. And do keep track of your spell slots, by the way.
Okay, so how would you suggest I keep track of those? What do you think?
There is actually a thing. If you click on your spells,
Yeah.
you'll see. You should have filled it out.
Oh, it's a 3, and then I can move it up and down. So I can right next
Right.
to it. I should move the number next to 1 to show how many I
Yeah.
used. Or
You can either do it as how many you've used or how many you have left. It's up to you.
like, okay, I'll put it at 3 and just put it down to 2 then.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
So it's marked. Hunter's marked.
Yes, and now I'm going to attack with my bow.
All right. Do it up.
That's a 19.
That's a hit.
We're back to baby Bingle being his baby self. That's 7 damage plus a d6. Let me just get that dice out. That's 7 plus 4, which is 11.
All right.
11 points of damage.
All right, so you hear sort of this like little squeal as it writhes in pain from the extra sharp arrows you're tossing its way, but it just sort of skitters around in the darkness.
Just kind of chucking them at it.
Go ahead and roll me one. Or actually, Maylog, it's up to you.
To roll.
All right.
You all right?
I have to roll?
Yeah, you're closer towards the entrance of the room now. You don't have to roll for anything. I don't know what he's talking about.
Oh, okay. That's a little confusing. Well, fuck it. I'll just run in and I'm gonna smack a bitch.
Isn't there a little spider right next to you?
No, there's
Oh, is it next to me?
It's next to Colgrim.
That's
Oh,
what I
okay,
thought.
sorry.
I'm gonna run up next to Colgrim and I'm gonna smack that spider.
All right.
Smack that spider. I'm gonna hit it with a little one-arm strike for a crit.
Go ahead.
26.
Nice.
That's a 6 plus 1. That's 7.
Double your initial roll.
So that's a 13.
Okay. You crush the spider with your hand. Just
Nice.
turns into this little.
Oh, it's
goopy
that small. I was thinking it
mess.
was like torso size small.
It is. I mean, it's like
I hit it really hard.
it's like probably about the size of your head, like Bingle's head. So
I
like
mean, let's
big.
be realistic here. That is a fucking massive spider. But in fantasy terms, that's
Yeah,
a
it's
very
huge.
small spider.
Yeah, that is a.
It's just a little ad.
Yeah.
We're just killing the ad.
Whelps, left
all right.
side.
All right. Colgrim, you're up.
Again? Ooh, it's the spider next to me's dead.
Yep.
Huck another
is there-
jab.
Yeah, I'm gonna huck another one.
All right.
Right at my old 8-legged friend up top. It's a 17 to hit.
That's a hit.
And that's 5 damage.
All right, so you throw another spear up, and this time a massive spider comes crashing from the ceiling and lands on all of its feet. But what you do kind of realize is that this spider isn't a regular spider. It's kind of got a spider base, but it sort of has like 2 arms and a head and sort of like its humanoid look. And it
me,
hisses.
Well, that's interesting.
It
It's a
hisses at
xenomorph.
you.
It's a xenomorph.
It hisses at you as it has a bunch of javelins and arrows sticking out of it. But it is now its turn, and it's going to run right up to you, Colgrim, and attempt to bite you.
Great.
Does a 12 hit your armor class?
Fuck no.
So it goes to take a bite and misses.
But now it gets to roll for its second set of jaws.
Nope.
The xenomorph goof.
Two more little tiny baby spiders come shimmering down from the top, and one is going to take a little bite at Maylog. 4. 16?
Damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it hits. He's biting
Yep.
me.
16 was a hit.
Yes.
All right, 4 damage, and you are poisoned. Let me just remind myself of what poison mechanics are. All right, so you have to roll a Constitution check, DC 10 at the end of your turn. Otherwise, take 1d4 poison damage. So you are bitten for
So I roll a Constitution 7
at the end of your
Is that what
turn.
I'm doing? Okay,
Yep.
got it.
And at the end of your turn, and otherwise take 1d4 poison damage. The other little guy is going to run up to Bingle
Bring it on.
and take a bite. 7.
No, sir. Try again
You
next time.
It gets intimidated by Tukers and sort of backs off from the attack, but is still standing there. It is now
So
Tuker's
say
turn.
we all.
Tukers is the most intimidating member of our party. I'm sorry, Colgrim, but he's taking it. Tukers is going to go at that. My theory here is that as long as he's alive, the little spiders are going to keep coming. So I'm going to send Tukers at the big weird boy.
All right, go ahead.
And I'm going to roll for him. With he's going to try and bite him, or claw at him. That's a 22.
It's a hit. Roll damage.
Whoops. 8 was the first one. Sorry, I hit it twice.
Okay. Wow, that's a lot of damage. So Tuker sort of runs up and takes a huge chunk out of one of the legs of this spider and actually just kind of hacks off a whole limb and just kind of playing with it on the ground as he takes off.
Tight.
And one of the 8 legs of this spider. Bingle, your turn. You got a little spider next to you and a big guy in front of you.
Gonna aim my arrow at that big boy.
Shoot it.
That's a 9.
It sails wide.
Yeah, I figured. Once again, I forgot that I had advantage on initiative. You know that? Fuck me.
Yeah. Gotta remember these things.
It's a very Bingle move to forget, though.
We're back at the top of the order with Maylog.
Wow.
Crit 26. Holy
about
shit.
time.
That's 2 crits in a row for you, like 8 crits
Two
for
in a
Bingle.
row.
I don't even know.
This is
I don't
great.
even know.
Blame roll 20.
Come on.
That's a 16. That's a 19.
Yeah, so you punch the spider in sort of his like human-esque chest, and your hand, like, you expect it to be solid like a human body, but it's soft like a spider's, and you just go straight through. And as this,
I just want to point out, spiders actually have a very hard exoskeleton. They have a carapace, so actually it would be the other way around. It would be squishy like a human body, or hard like a spider's
not
body.
in my fantasy world, motherfucker. This thing crumples up.
Hot damn, let's go.
This thing does
My moss
crumple
grows
up.
on the south side.
God is part of this universe for no discernible reason.
So the body does sort of just crumple up like a spider does, and you see the little baby spiders shimmer away off into the night
My
of this
fucking
cave.
theory was correct.
You've solved my spider puzzle.
My Spider-Man puzzle. Just say it. Say what you want to
and
say.
it only took 2 straight crits.
Yeah, a
Call
lot of
me.
crits going on tonight.
Hey, do I have to roll for poison damage if the fight's over?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Hold on. There's a D10,
Yeah.
right? Oh, wait. First I have to roll...
No, you have to roll
Constitution
just
saving.
Constitution saving throw.
I rolled a 4.
So take 1d4 poison
Oh shit,
damage.
dude, that poison could become an issue.
Yeah, I have really bad constitution. I
We
took
gotta
a 1.
sort that out
Thank
pretty
God.
quick here.
Yeah, this is gonna last for a minute, so
Oh, okay, you're fine.
Oh, that's it?
yeah.
Yeah.
I
I do have a health potion, too.
Yeah.
So.
So you guys have defeated the spider.
All right, let's
Yay!
all the webs off of that thing now, off the chest.
You can move to do that.
Yeah, I'm going to let you do
Well,
that.
I don't want to do it if there's a bunch of webs on it.
You're going to do it? All right, fine. Colgrim, give me your torch.
I hand him the torch.
I light the webs on the treasure chest.
Okay,
on fire
you
and they melt away.
so you start to burn them, and you see them start to pull away, and you move the webs out of the way. And 2 more big no.
Great, let's fucking
And a
do
troll.
it!
Open up the
I've got
you
crits
open
for
up the
days.
chest, and within you find a blue stone, similar to the red you have in your hand.
Oh.
And that's
so
where
there-
we're gonna leave it off for the night.
Oh, a blue stone.